freedom style yoga. But the thing is, it's like no matter what style of yoga you practice, and as a student you should be clear on this, but especially if you're a teacher, be clear on this. No matter what style you're doing, the big point of any of the practices, like the reason for doing yoga, and it's simple, and it'll almost sound too simpleton-ish, but let this soak in. The reason for doing yoga is to have the experience of yoga. It's like, like what were these guys talking about? Like, what is yoga really? It's not just PE. It's not just like a really good PE class. It's like a spiritual discipline. It's an inquiry into what the fuck is going on. Like into the truth of reality, into the truth of the predicament we find ourselves in. The reason for doing yoga is to have the experience of yoga. Okay, well then what does yoga mean? And this is interesting, and again, especially if you're a teacher, just keep coming back to this. Yoga, Sanskrit word, comes from the root word yug, Y-U-J. It's similar to the English word yoke. Yoga is the practice of yoking. Yoke means to join. We're engaged in the practice of joining. Now, when things join or come together, they form a union, a unity. And if you read in a book, yoga means joining and union. It always sort of confused me because joining doesn't mean union. What do you mean? But then it's like, oh, the technique is joining. When you join, you begin to experience the unity, the unionness of things. And what they're talking about is small mind yoking with big mind. Personal self merging with, joining with transpersonal self. It's your consciousness beginning to merge with the Supreme, and then living your life with the perspective you find yourself having when you do that. And so essentially, yoga is the art of living. And that's the thing that needs to be refreshed, remembered. Oh yeah, it's like how you live your life. It's a lifestyle based on the realization of unity. And what the early yogis discovered was that it's not like your mind joins with big mind and then forms the unity. It's more like what they discovered is that the infinite unity is already the what is. You're not joining with it, though it'll feel like that. It's more like you're finally copping to the fact of, wow, there is a unity already. You're not establishing it. You don't have to do anything to create it or sustain it. It's just like you don't have to attain it. It's just the realization of unity. Wow. And then living your life